everyone, it's Tracy. Thanks for joining me again today. This is the final card and layout that I'm making. I know you see my hands moving. I did plan on recording this. In fact, I did record it and I thought that the sound was going, but I have to really watch, my program because it's real finicky. It changes the voiceover part of it. So obviously I'm doing a voiceover for everything. So the card sketch that I'm using is by Moday. It's number 459 and it is in the Facebook group, and you can find the link to the Mini Kit Monday Facebook group down below. I am using the Flourish collection again by Crepe Paper, and these are just scraps that I had. And each one of the little pieces there are different widths. One is 1 1/4, one's 1 5/8, and one is 3/4 of an inch. I do ink the edges. I do show you that. And then I'm showing the die that I used. Now, I was a card maker, as I've mentioned before I was a scrapper, and I made tons of cards, and I showed a couple of little, I don't know, magnet sheets full of sentiments that I had purchased over the years. I haven't bought one of those in, well, probably 5 or 6 years. And I'm not even sure where I got that hello. I did cut it out of some gold foil that I got from a 6x6 paper pad. I think I got that at Michael's. It was easy to cut out. And I'm just inking up the edges with Distress Ink Hickory Smoke. I'm going to do all of it. So that centerpiece that I am inking right now is actually 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And I happen to have this, I guess it's like a gold doily, but it's not really a doily. It's more like a, what are they calling them? Oh, I can't even remember. It looks like a doily, but it's gold foil. And it goes really well with that sentiment hello. So I'm going to put it together. It comes together super duper quick. You can add multiple layers of the hello to make it more like cardstock or chipboard, but because the letters are so thin and I would need to use wet glue, it would be really, really messy. Now, the best way to get this on, in my opinion, is you do the outside edges first, and that way you can just center that middle piece, between the two. And you can't even tell that there's a big gap in between. That little banner it's 1 3/4 by 3/4 inch. It's a super duper easy card to make. And it does help that, the dimensions are already there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this month. I know it's been a lot different than it has been. I know there hasn't been a lot of participation, but that's okay. I mean, it's not for everyone, and I'm okay with that. But those of you that have embraced this have done such a beautiful job, and I applaud you for that. So I will be selecting a winner at the beginning of June. So be looking for that. Now I just put just a tiny dot of glue in the top and the bottom of each letter. And I need my tweezers to place it. And I tell you what, I'm such a klutz. This is me in general. I am just I'm just amazed. I don't trip every day. It just amazes me. Isn't that pretty? It is so simple. Now, the moth or the butterfly, it's a moth, does have a piece of foam tape underneath it, so I will need to hand deliver that. And now I'm going to be showing you the layout. So I'm doing the same 3 strips, just as the card was. Now, and I'll tell you what I did is I had a page kit, and it had all of the papers in there. They weren't cut to these size strips, but they were all there. And all I had to do was go find some photos that kind of matched it. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So doing the outside strips first. I think one is like 3 inch and one is 4 inches or 4.5, and one's 3.5. There's something like that. They are not the same width, but they are 11 inches long. So I did trim that down. Now, these photos are selfies that I took because my daughter got me a robe for Mother's Day. I don't know if you guys are like me. You know, you say, your kids ask, Mom, Mother's Day is coming up. What do you want? And I usually say, oh, nothing. I don't need anything. And I'm trying to get better about like, you know what? I need to tell them when I want something. So in the past, I have done scrapbook supplies. I have told them to go to like scrapbook.com or Cherry on Top or something like that, or on Amazon. And I said, well, I could use some stuff there. They've done that for Christmas for me for years. But this year I thought, you know what? I really need to be thinking about something that I want. And I definitely wanted a robe. I haven't had a robe in years. And I wanted one that was like, went down to my knees, and it wasn't like a rich terry cloth one. So this one is so luxurious. It is so nice. So when Janet with RTS was showing how she had made all of those border strip, I don't even know what they're called. They're like little cluster. Oh, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I have made them before, and I didn't have a page in mind, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this opposite. I am going to create one of those, and I'm going slower than I normally do because I wanted to explain it a little bit. What I did is I went into my blue and green bin, and I just pulled out some monochromatic things, except for this plaid. You got to have a little bit of contrast. That's the way I look at it. And it's a navy. It's not black, it's navy. And I am going to layer all this up. And so now I'm looking at everything and think, how do I want this all put together? There is a tag, there's a cloud, there's the word thanks, which is the whole point which is the title of my page. So I put everything down pretty much how I laid it out at first, because, once you pick it up, it never goes back exactly the way it was. Well, it's okay. I still like it. So I have the word thanks there, and I want to add a little bit of blue, and there's like a mint color, and that's like a darker green, and there is that cloud, and it is a die cut, and that is a label, and there's the tag with the gold, and I think I put that on last because I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I'm not sure where it's going to go. Excuse me. I do end up using it. It doesn't go there. It goes behind that whole cluster there. And this frame that I had already cut up, I am going to use it. I'm going to place it over here on top of that gold foil doily. That is a doily, which I think that's the last one that I had. I'm sure somebody gave that to me. I did not buy that. I'm not a big gold foil person, but when I use it, I like to use it kind of sparingly on my page. I don't want everything to be so shiny. So I'm kind of placing everything, and it's looking okay. So here comes the glue. I try to use as much of the ATG that I can because I know that is removable. Sorry about that. My recording stops after 10 minutes. So can't believe I've been talking that long, but then again, yes, I can. So anyway, like I was saying that the ATG allows to pick things up like I'm doing here. That if I had wet glue, the paper more than likely would tear, and that's not so good. So this is probably the one piece that I didn't put back exactly. I think I had it over more towards the right, but you know what? It's okay. It actually works out perfectly. So I am a-okay with that. So this is a stripe paper, and a lot of this stuff is just scraps. I didn't cut anything except for that frame that's already been cut. I didn't cut anything of all these embellishments that okay, I take that back. I did have to trim down the longer strips. I did have to trim those down because they were a little wonky. And I did also make the fishtail. So yeah. Now I want to say something about this cloud. You're not going to tell that it's a cloud by the time everything is up there. What I wanted was just a little bit of the color. So I wanted to make sure that I grabbed the brighter green that is over on the right side and bring it over here to the left. Now I want to also say that little circle right there, when I start to glue that down, you're going to be surprised, or maybe you're not. You probably do this too, of where I got that. And you're thinking, what difference does that make? That is a paint chip that I get at home, that I got at Home Depot, that I was looking for colors to paint my bathroom. And it's close to that color. My bathroom is about that color. And so whenever I was done, choosing my color, I didn't need the paint chips. And by golly, I am not going to see how it says Home Depot? I was not going to let that go in the trash. I could use that. So I just I stuck it into my blue bin, which is pretty full. And I have to say, I have a blue bin and a green bin, and they are overflowing, and they kind of have some of the same colors because mint green and teal, there's so much overlap there. See, that's where I cut the frame and I put that little scalloped edge right there. I really like the way that looks. And so all I'm left with is the word. Well, no. There is one other piece is underneath my layout. I'm going to pick up my layout to do something, and I see it, and I need to put it on my page, which I do. I absolutely love this alpha. I love that it's navy. I love that they're tiny. I love it. But I know that I wanted it to go across that banner. So it's going to say, thanks for the robe. So I'm working my way backwards and making sure that it all fits. Now, I don't have the word thanks glued down yet, thank goodness, because that ends up getting moved. And it just fits perfect right there. It's just absolutely perfect. I love the way that this turned out. So once again, I'm trying to glue the top and the bottom. These little stickers do not stick. They're puffy stickers. They're from Jen Hatfield. They don't stick. Well, my goodness, I didn't even see that little piece. Okay, it'll show up here in just a minute. I know it's underneath my page because that's where I found it. I am going to use a couple of the brads. Oh, there it is. So this says cherish this moment. And I thought about putting it there, but I end up moving it somewhere else. And I'm going to put some foam tape underneath it, to kind of pop it up. There's not a whole lot of texture on this. It has a little bit, gosh, it has a lot. It has the wood veneer, like that heart geotag. It has the foam, word thanks, and then, the gold foil doily, and then putting this on foam tape. And then I'm going to put some brads on. I'm also going to add some sequins too. Like you're really shocked. Surprise, surprise. So whenever I am going to add brads, I need to poke more than one little hole. You've got to poke 2 or 3 little holes for the brad to come through. And I made the mistake of opening it up on top of my little pad that I used to, poke it through, because it doesn't really lay flat. So now I flattened it out. There, I fixed it. I'm only going to add 2 brads this time around. I usually try to add 3. If I put another one, I would put it over there near the gold doily, but I just don't think it's going to look right. There's already green polka dots over there, so I'm just going to put 2. And then I get some washi tape and I put it on the back. The reason I do that is so that whenever I stick it down into my page protector, it doesn't get hung up on anything. So looking for some sequins. I thought about getting some gold sequins, but instead I used these yellow ones, and you can't see them on the navy. So I move them over here to the white. I don't have very many left. Let's go ahead and get them used up. These are white. They're not clear. They're definitely white. You wouldn't be able to see them if they were clear. So like the yellow, or like a clear yellow. So that's why they needed to be on white. And I used just the regular glue. To be honest with you, I don't know if this glue that I'm using, if the sequins will stay at this point. I'm not too worried about it. But we'll just kind of wait and see what happens over time. I have tried many different ways to add some sort of adhesive to sequins. All right. And I'm about done here. This has been a very fun series for me. I have enjoyed using card sketches to make cards and a 12 by 12 layout. I appreciate you guys joining me this month, and make sure you upload your creations in the album for the May 2021. And that's where I will be picking the winner. So finishing up, I'm just adding the year, and that'll do me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Okay, bye-bye.